All right, so for the remainder of the problems, I'm just going to solve it the way that we're being asked. So this whole section again is systems of linear equations by graphing, and so we're going to graph each equation. Both of these are in slope-intercept form, and this is the ideal scenario when you want to graph. When it's in standard form from now on, I'm going to graph it by plotting order points, so intercepts if possible. So I'm going to click graph, and I can see my two equations here. I'm going to click the line tool, and the first equation I'm going to start at -4. So I'm going to go to the y-axis, and I'm going to go down to -4. And then my slope is -1, so that means starting from this point, I'm going to go down 1 and right 1. Make the next point, and I get that line. And I'm going to click the line tool again. My second point, or my second equation, sorry, is y equals 2x plus 2. I'm going to start at +2. So go to the origin, go up 2. And then the slope is 2 over 1, +2. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go up 2 and then right 1 and save it. So we can see where these two lines intersect. It is -2 for x, -2 for y. So we graph them, and then we tell the order pair. -2, comma, -2. All right, so this problem here is in what we call standard form, and this time I'm going to graph it by finding the intercepts. So this is number 6. So I'm going to do x minus 2y equals 6. All right, so remember, we're going to do intercepts by plugging in a 0. So I'm going to have 0 for x, and then I'm going to get some y value. And I'm going to have another order pair where I plug a 0 for the y, and I'll get some new x value. So it doesn't matter which one we do first. Let's go ahead and plug a 0 for x first and do this first one. So if x is 0, this term goes away. Okay, so you plug in a 0, and I just have a -2y equals 6. Okay, so if I have -2y equals 6, and I solve for y, that means I have to divide by -2, and that gives us y equals -3. So I get a -3 for y when x is 0. Okay, and then on this one, this time I'm going to plug a 0 for the y. So this term goes away, and I don't have any work to do there. It's just x equals 6. Okay. When y is 0, this whole term goes away, and x equals 6. Okay, so I'm going to graph the first equation by just plotting these two ordered pairs. All right, and then the next equation, 3x plus 2y equals -6. This will work even if you get fractional answers, so just be careful. Most of the time they need to be halves. I don't know if you get like a 1.6 if it'll work. So same thing, 0 for x and then 0 for y. So plug a 0 for x, we get 2y minus 6. 2y equals -6, sorry. Divide by 2, and we get y equals -3 again. And then, so right now I can probably see where the intersection is. They got that same point. And then I'm going to plug a 0 for y, and I get 3x equals -6. And then I'm going to divide by 3, and we get x equals -2. So I'm going to plot these two order pairs for each line. Click the line tool. I'm going to plot the point 0, -3. And be careful, you can look up in the top corner, it shows you where you are just in case. So 0, negative 3, and then 6, 0. All right, another line, we're going to do 0, negative 3 again. And then the other point is negative 2, 0. Check the graph. All right, and then the solution was the order pair 0, negative 3, which we can also see there on the graph.